is just commercial. I'm not saying it. Okay. Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Just spoke to you on the phone earlier?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Do you want to give me a little bit of a rundown what's going on?
I came home and my grandson Eric, he's got a couple of disabilities and he's bound in a wheelchair. Like he needs a wheelchair to get around. He needs a lot of help, and I help out. You know, he lives with me. But the other day I came home and his father, Tyler, my son, had, from what I could tell, like tied his wrists up to the bedposts, and I could see visible bruising on him and welts. Like I know Tyler's trying to do his part and trying to help. Like it's his son, he's trying to help. But I'm just not sure exactly what was going on. Like why tie him up to the bed? I'm not. Yeah.
Okay. And so you walked in and seen him being tied to the bed. How did that make you feel?
Anxious. Like, why is he tied to the bed? What's happened? What led to that? Why did he need to be tied to the bed? Has Eric done something wrong? Yeah, because I wasn't there. I know Tyler does get quite aggressive sometimes. He has like acts up at stages. He just gets violent bursts, I suppose, and he likes to just get very loud, very in your face about certain things, but I've never seen him sort of do this. But like, I know that he wants the best for his son, and he likes to think that he's doing really well, but yeah, I felt like I think I need to be there always to look after Eric and make sure that Tyler's not doing anything to harm Eric. But yeah.
So you don't think he's intentionally harming Eric?
I think he's trying to help. He's his father. Like, dads know best. Parents know best, don't they? Like,
sometimes. What they know and what is right by law is two different things. And do you know much about domestic violence and family violence? No? Do you know that harming another person, such as grabbing them on the wrist or pushing them into a wall or tying them up to the bed or you screaming at him, that's all domestic violence. You've got sexual violence, you've got physical, emotional, all of that. Are you aware? Do you think this is something that he's doing, or?
Well, I think, like, I know that Tyler, because of his disabilities, and we have to clean him, we have to bathe him, and it's very difficult to stop him from moving around. So maybe Tyler's just tied his arms to the bed while he's bathing him, like giving him a sponge bath in the bed. That could be what's happened, and I've just walked in and seen the situation in the wrong light. But I don't.
Is this something you normally do? Is that not normally what you do? Tie him to bed and sponge bath him, or?
I've never had to.
Okay.
So I've never had to. I just put him on a chair in the shower, and he's fine in the shower on a chair. But Tyler is different. Tyler might have his own way of doing things. I do it my own way. Motherly instinct, I suppose, or motherly instinct. But yeah, if that's what Tyler's got to do, then Tyler's got to do that, right?
Okay. Have you thought about getting some help, some more extra help around the house, helping with your grandson?
Haven't really thought about it. Like, I know that I spend the majority of the time at home, but if I'm not at home, then Tyler's at home, and Eric's in good hands. It's his dad. Like,
okay. Maybe I did right just by having a little conversation with you on the phone. I have written down some little pointers. So Tyler's been aggressive.
Sometimes, every now and then, you know, everyone gets like that. So we all have.
Is he getting frustrated where he's walking away? and just says a few little words under his breath, or is he?
He's
What's he doing?
openly aggressive, like agitated and angry towards me. He believes that I suppose that I've burdened him with a son that's got a disability, but I didn't give birth to Eric. At the end of the day, it's not my fault that this has happened, and Eric is still his child. But he is getting very not physically aggressive towards me, but verbally aggressive. He gets very angry, this is your fault, you've done this, you've burdened me with a child like this. And Eric's a beautiful kid, he's a wonderful kid, and Tyler tries to help, and yeah.
Okay. And has he ever thrown anything at you, or around the house, or broken anything, or anything?
Yeah, a plate thrown at me, but I think it just slipped out of his hands. Maybe like he was drying up the dishes or something, and it just could have slipped out of his hand. Like maybe it wasn't in anger. He was angry at me. I know he was. But I wouldn't like to think that he threw a plate at me. But if I look at it now, I think he threw a plate at me. I think he tried to hurt me.
Okay. Can I tell you what I feel is going on?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm here to help you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to get you support. I'm here to get anyone to the house to help. I feel, going by my dot points that we spoke about on the phone, I'm happy to show you. Like, you can, more than happy to have a read. You say that he's been aggressive.
Yeah.
You say that he has thrown some stuff around the house.
Yeah.
You say that he's tied your grandson to the bed.
Yeah.
Do you feel like these are just excuses, or do you feel like this is domestic violence?
I'd like to say excuses because Tyler's my son, but I think it is leaning more towards domestic violence than anything.
Yes. Okay, so the Domestic Violence Act 2012 states that no one is allowed to put anyone else in harm. No one has the rights to put someone else in harm. They can't come into the house and verbally yell at you and bring you down and belittle you. They can't throw things at you. They can't grab your arm tight. They can't, not like a friend. I mean, like, they can't grab you. They can't push you. They can't tell you what you can and can't do. People can't do that. And by the sounds of Tyler being aggressive, he might not mean to, 100%, but he is doing that. And that might mean that the pressure of his son being a disability might be getting too much for him. It might be too hard for him to see his son like that. So he doesn't know how to react, but get his back up. But the way he's getting his back up isn't the right way. He can't be doing that.
I think he just, I think we all took the car accident that Eric was in really, really quite badly. And like, Eric's hurt and Eric needs help. He needs someone there to help him. There's a lot of functions that he can't do and he needs the help with, and I do everything I can and I'm there to help. And I know Tyler's there to help, but there is, like, he has been more aggressive lately than usual, and I think that it's hit him too much, and he threw a plate at me. I'll say that he threw a plate at me, and I've seen bruises on Eric, and it's not good, but yeah, I'm not sure what I can really do. Is there someone that I could talk to about the domestic violence situation? Like, who do I talk to?
So you can call 1-800 to DV, domestic violence. I can give you their direct phone number. There is for elderly. There is abuse for elderly as well. I can write you their number as well. They have all online stuff as well if you can't talk for any matter. If you ever feel threatened or feel overwhelmed, or he's yelling or he's screaming in Tyler's face, anything like that, you call the police straight away. I know it's going to hurt you to see your son get pulled out of the house and down at the court, like at the police station and all that, but what he's doing is not okay, and you can't be doing that, especially when you're an elderly. How old are you?
65.
So you've got you should be enjoying your life. You've done a lot of your life. You should be now enjoying it, and I believe we should maybe get you someone to come in and look after Tyler for a few hours, or give him a bath or something. Like, this is a lot of broad options. Like, I'm happy to sit down with you and go through them, and direct you in a way that you could get some help. I can't do much, but be here and talk to you, and any issues you have, you call me, or you come to my office or anything like that. But I will go and write some stuff down. I will bring you all the forms. We can sit down together, we can go through it. But do you believe that your son's doing domestic violence, or do you still believe inside that?
Inside, I'd like to say that he's my child and he's doing what's right. But throwing a plate, bruises on his own son is not right.
Yeah.
Something else is going on. He's obviously been affected a bit too much. Maybe his personal life is getting to him. I don't know, but
Okay.
I'm doing the best that I can for Eric. I know that I probably, an in-care nurse or something that could help, even if it was a day a week.
Yeah.
1 day a week they had Eric, and both me and Tyler got the day off and didn't have to worry. Not that Eric's a burden or anything, but Tyler believes sometimes that he is, and
Okay. Well, I'm going to get that information.
Yeah.
And then we're going to sit down.
Yeah.
And then I'll help you guide your way through it. I will even get Tyler some help.
Yeah.
If he feels that he needs to have a talk, we can get him a counsellor.
Yeah.
We can sort this out. Does that sound alright?
Yep, sounds
Okay.
good.
I'll be
Thank
back.
you.